Hello there, welcome to another OET lesson. This is all about listening part B, and we're going to do some ear training to help you get ready for that part of the exam. And in particular, we're going to focus on signposting. So what do I mean by ear training? Well, if you've seen this already, skip forward, but if you're not sure what I mean, then let me try and explain to you. When you have a question, lots of people think that you just listen to the extract and you get the correct answer. And people wonder, well, how do I get this correct answer? I just don't know how. And the thing is, or the trick is, what people are doing in order to get the correct answer are lots of little micro steps in between looking at the question and getting the correct answer. There are little individual stages in between each of these. For example, being able to understand connected speech, or being able to pick out implication or connotation. And I've done videos on those as well, so take a look at those if you haven't already. But what we're going to focus on today is listening out for and recognizing signposting language. What do I mean? Well, stay tuned and we'll find out. We're going to look at how you can identify changes in direction, and these changes in direction will help lead you to the answer of the question. My name's Sona, I'm your online OET tutor with Bose Learning, and I'm a premium preparation provider of the OET. If you like this video, please press like, subscribe to us, and why not forward this to a friend or a colleague who you think might like this as well. Okay, so as I say, let's do some training. And what we're going to do is listen to a manager from a care home talking to medical staff. I'm actually going to give you the extract of what he says. The reason I'm doing that is because we're focusing on that signposting language, that language that is going to help you identify the correct answer. So here is the text. As I say, this is from listening part B. This is about how long it is. If you write it all out or if you type it all out, this is the transcript. And I want you, first of all, to tell me, just from reading, what is the talk about? And the answer, of course, is the administration of medication. So the manager is talking to the staff about how to administer medication. Now, how do we know that this is the subject of the talk? We know this because of this signposting language. He says, now, a quick word about. So after a quick word about, we know the briefing topic is going to come up. In this case, it's the administration of medication. Is the manager saying something positive or negative about this? What do you think? Have a read again, and we can see it's something positive. How do we know it's something positive? Because he signposts it. It's great to see. And then the topic, how carefully you've all been following the guidelines. And what's the result of this positive behaviour? Again, the result is that the error rates have dropped. So we can see from this signposting language, thanks to, because of your behaviour, error rates have dropped. So each time he says something, before he does, he's signalling to the listener that this topic is coming up. What happens next then? What does the manager talk about next? He talks about the surveys. How do we know it's changed? Because also the surveys we've done also throw up some interesting findings. So again, the language is signposting to us that the topic has changed. We've gone from medication to following the guidelines to actually some data coming up. And how do we know some examples are coming? Because he says like. So some findings. What are the findings? Like mistakes being more common in the morning. So we know that we're going to hear an example because of this word like. It signposts, it signals to us. Again, the topic changes after this. How do we know that? Nice and easy, because he says also, or furthermore, moreover, if it's more formal. But this is an informal staff briefing, so also is absolutely fine. And then we have the new subject coming up after that. also, we know that being disturbed for any reason while working out and preparing doses is a common reason for mistakes. So we know that he's about to tell us the new topic, and then here it comes. The next part is a request. And how do we know the manager's going to make a request? Because he starts by saying, so please try and do something or not do something in this case. Please try and avoid distracting your colleagues while doing this. So the request is don't distract your colleagues while they are preparing doses. And again, that little bit of signalling language tells us this request is coming. And then, how do we know the talk is about to end? Because he says finally. So we know that this is coming to its conclusion now. Finally, something, something. And this is going to be an important point. How do we know it's important? Because he uses the word must. We must be on the lookout for these problems, drug interactions, side effects, patient sensitivities. Has the news been positive so far? Well, yes, it has, because he uses the word fortunately. But he uses the word but as well. Why does he do that? Because it's a reminder. So, fortunately, blah, 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 but still, we need to pay attention to this. Okay, so let's have a go. Let's listen to the extract. This is actually taken from OET Sample Test 1. And the question is, you hear the manager of a care home for the elderly talking to the nursing staff. He says that errors in dispensing medication to patients usually result from either interruptions while calculating dosages, a failure to check for patients' allergies, or administering drugs late in the day. Have a listen. Let's see which is the correct answer, and then we'll see how the signposting helps.
Now, a quick word about the administration of medication. It's great to see how carefully you're all following the new guidelines, and thanks to this, error rates, which were always below average anyhow here, have dropped by 40%. The surveys we've done also throw up some interesting findings, like mistakes being more common in the morning than afternoons or evenings. We're not sure why, but there's a clear pattern. Also, we know that being disturbed for any reason while working out and preparing doses is a common reason for mistakes. So please, try and avoid distracting your colleagues while they're doing this. Finally, we must be on the lookout for drug interactions, side effects, and patient sensitivities. Fortunately, we haven't had too many problems of this nature, but the care needs of the vast majority of our residents are often quite complex.
Okay, and then the answer is A, because also we know that being disturbed, so this is the reason why there is a problem. And also we know that being disturbed for any reason while working out preparing doses is a common reason for mistakes. So please try and avoid distracting colleagues. This is what he's saying. This is the main point. So avoid doing this because interruptions cause problems while calculating dosages. Okay, well, I hope you found that useful. Here is a summary of the signposting language in this extract. I recommend you go away and do the same. So go away, have a look at the transcripts of tests that you do and look out for the signposting language and look out for how it can help you and direct you, because that's what it does. It directs you to the answer. So go away, do that, make a list maybe and see how it's used. If you want to sign up for a regular dose of all things OET, that's our free newsletter. So there'll be a link in the box below. And also, if you want to know more about my on-demand courses, have a look at the discount codes again in the link below, or I'll put in the links below. Thanks very much for watching. Feel free to get in touch if you have questions or just say hi. It's always nice to hear from you. Hopefully see you again really soon. I've got over 200 videos, so do check them out. Take care and see you next time. Bye.